Hi there, and welcome to day 5 of our 14-day yoga challenge. I am so happy you're here. Today's flow is focusing on grounding and centering. It's allowing us to wind down and to restore. In order to maintain health and well-being, it is important to also slow down. Sometimes we don't really feel like taking the time, or we don't have the time to slow down, but it is very important to take that time. So today's flow is perfect for everyone who is feeling extremely exhausted, is super busy in their life, or who just really feels like taking time for themselves and working on their bodies to slow down instead of being more. Put on a comfortable outfit, unroll your yoga mat, and let's go. We're starting off in a seated position. Anything that's comfortable to you is just fine. Make sure that your spine is long and straight and you're closing your eyes. Resting your hands on your thighs. Taking a few moments to arrive in this moment in your body. Running a quick body scan all the way from your toes to your head, to notice how you're feeling this moment. To notice which body parts are feeling great, and if there are any body parts that are feeling less great. Don't judge, just be there to notice. Letting go of your day. Whenever thoughts arrive, just let them come and go. Bringing your attention to your breath. And begin to deepen your breath. Breathe deeply into your belly. Your belly is expanding. And then exhale, your belly is shrinking. Inhale deeply through your nose into the belly. Exhale. Let go of everything that no longer serves you. With every exhalation, dropping the shoulders down away from the ears and allowing your knees to become heavy, to drop down towards the ground. We're starting off with a little breathing exercise to ground us, to connect us with ourselves. So we're going to breathe in through the nose for 5 and then exhale for 5. I'm going to count so you don't have to think of anything. Just focus on your breath. So inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing deeply in your belly. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back to your normal breathing. And throughout the practice, pay attention to how your body is feeling. Notice any sensations that are coming up. Lifting the right arm up to the sky or the ceiling, and then dropping the right hand down in between the shoulder blades. Feeling the stretch across the right upper arm. And then lifting the left hand up to the right elbow and gently pressing it down. Inhale here, and as you exhale, move over towards the left side to intensify that stretch. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, release, switching up the sides, lifting the left hand off to the sky or the ceiling, and then dropping the left hand down between your shoulder blades. Lifting the right hand up on top of the left elbow and gently pressing it down, dropping the shoulders down away from the ears. On the next exhalation, moving towards the right side to stretch the left part of your body. And then slowly releasing, coming back to center, now stretching out the shoulders areas, bringing the right arm across your front body, bringing the left arm from underneath to push it closer towards your body. Also dropping the shoulders down and away from your ears in this pose. And then release, switching up the sides, stretching the left arm across the front body and intensifying that stretch with your right hand. And release. Extending both of your hands out to the front. Then placing the right hand on top of the left one, bending your arms at the elbows, and begin to wrap your arms around each other so that at the end your palms are touching, wrapped around. If that is not possible, simply turn your palms to face away from each other and the back of your hands are touching. Inhale, gently lift the elbows up. Exhale, lower them down and fold forwards from the hips. Inhale, come back up, lifting the elbows. Exhale, drawing the elbows down and tilting forwards. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Coming back to center, releasing, switching up the sides, so stretching out the arms in front of you and then placing the other arm on top of the other arm. Bending at the elbows and wrapping your arms around each other. This time we're just staying in this pose. Dropping the shoulders down away from the ears and breathing into that stretch across your shoulder blades. And then gently releasing. Inhale, swing the hands up, gaze up. Exhale, twisting to the right hand reaches to the back, left hand on your right knee, gazing towards the back. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist further. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back to center, swinging the hands up. Exhale, twisting to the left. Right hand on the outside of your left knee. Left hand reaching to the back. And coming back to center. Moving yourself over your knees into a tabletop position. And dropping down onto your forearms. On the next inhalation, dropping the belly down towards the ground to open up your chest. Exhale, opposite motion to round your spine and bring your chin closer towards your chest, stretching out your spine. Inhale to arch and open. Exhale to round and lengthen your spine. Inhale, arch, stretching out the front part of your body. Exhale, round, stretching out the back part of your body. Coming back to a neutral spine, placing your hands onto the mat and pushing yourself up into a tabletop position. Inhale here. As you exhale, tuck under the right toes and slide them to the back to stretch out your calf. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, left toe slide to the back, stretch out the left calf. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, right side. Inhale, center. Exhale, left side. Inhale, center. One more time on every side. When you're back in tabletop position, tuck under your toes, lift off the knees, and send your hips up high into a downward facing dog. Relax the head, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Finding your variation here. If your hamstrings are tight, bring a small bend in the knees and lift off the heels. Shifting the weight away from the hands into your feet. Relax the head and gaze towards the back. Try to make this pose as comfortable and natural to you as possible. Inhale, gently lift off the heels. Exhale, gaze to the front and then walk your feet towards the hands. Inhale, lift your upper body halfway so it's parallel to the floor. Exhale, folding deeply from the hips, relax the head, keeping a micro bend in your knees here. Staying here for a couple of breaths. Allowing your whole body to be stretched, active, and a little bit of relaxed as well. With every exhalation, your forehead is becoming more and more heavy, drawing towards your shins and the ground, keeping your spine straight. With that micro bend in the knees, come all the way up into a standing pose. Then shifting the weight into your left foot, moving the right one onto your left leg. So either keeping the toes on the ground, just leaning your heel against the left leg, or on your left calf, or above the knee onto your left thigh. Just make sure you're not balancing the right foot on top of your knee. Opening the right knee out to the side, gazing onto one point that is not moving. Focus on the connection between your left foot and the ground here. Imagining your growing roots like a tree out in nature. Spreading your toes into the ground. And switching up the sides, placing the right foot down, shifting the weight over in that foot, and then lifting the left foot off into tree pose on the other side, whatever variation that feels best to you. Bringing your awareness back to that connection between your foot and the ground. Imagining those roots growing from yourself down into the earth, connecting you with Mother Nature. And then slowly releasing. Opening your feet wider than hip distance apart and turning your toes to face away from you. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, bring them together in front of the chest and start to squat down with your knees turning outwards into a yogic squat. Don't just sink into your flexibility, stay active here, and with your elbows press the knees outwards to open your hip. And lowering your hands down onto the ground, stepping your feet to the back into a downward facing dog. Taking one breath here, inhale, exhale. Taking an inhalation. And as you exhale, drawing the right knee towards the right wrist. The right foot is turning outside to the left wrist, and then sinking down your sit bones. And lowering down into sleeping pigeon. So if it feels comfortable to you, also bringing your upper body down above the right leg towards the ground. Stretching your arms out in front of you and resting the forehead on the ground. If it doesn't feel good in your body, feel free to stay in an upright pigeon pose, bringing a block underneath your right thigh and sit bone. If your forehead is touching the ground, feeling that connection to earth. Slowly walking your hands back in, pushing yourself back up into downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, drawing the left knee towards the left wrist, left foot turning outwards towards the right wrist, and then sinking down. If it feels comfortable to you, lower your upper body down on top of your leg to the front, resting your forehead and your extended arms on the floor. Walking your hands back in, pushing yourself back up into downward facing dog. From here, dropping down onto your knees, arriving into child's pose. So resting the upper body onto those knees, forehead is touching the floor, and moving your arms around your body behind you to touch your heels. Relaxing your shoulders. With every exhalation, sinking your hips further onto your legs. Bringing the awareness back to your body, your breath, and the sensations in your body. Moving your weight forwards to come into a laying position on your belly. Forearms are touching the ground, elbows are underneath your shoulders. Open your chest here in a Sphinx pose. Taking one more breath. And then relax, extend the arms out in front of you, roll over the right side to lay on your back. Move in your feet, and then turn the knees outwards, so the soles of your feet are touching, and you're arriving in laying butterfly pose. Resting your hands either on your thighs, or the right hand on your belly, left hand on your chest. This will be your final resting pose of today's class. Begin to relax your whole body and close out your eyes. Start to relax your toes, your feet, your ankles, your legs all the way up through your thighs into the hips. Dropping the lower back down towards the ground and the knees outwards. Relaxing your spine all the way up to the shoulder blades. Relaxing your belly, your chest, your shoulders, your upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, and every single finger all the way into the nails. Relax your neck, your chin, lips and tongue, your cheekbones, your eyes, your eyebrows and the forehead. Your whole body is relaxed. Noticing how your body is feeling now compared to beginning of the class. Notice if anything has changed, if any body parts are feeling different. Just be there to notice without judgment. Quiet the mind, and the soul will speak. Moving your hands to the outside of your thighs, gently pressing your knees together, rolling over to the right side, taking a moment here. And when you're ready, gently pushing yourself back up into a seated pose, still with your eyes closed. Resting the right hand on your belly, left hand on your chest. Let's take one last deep breath together, breathing deeply into your belly. Don't be afraid to make noises. Inhale into your right hand, into the belly, let it expand. And exhale from there, side out. bringing a smile onto your face, palms together in front of your chest. Namaste. Thank you so much for showing up today and practicing this grounding and centering flow with me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I can't wait to see you in tomorrow's class. I send you love and light and wish you an amazing day.